In response, you presented the body of Dmitry Kizov.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the murder weapon.
In response, you presented the locked door of the maintenance pod.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the murder weapon.
What did I miss? Thought I gotten everything.
In response, you presented the manual emergency lever in the engineering bay.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the murder weapon.
Let's go with that one.
For a statement, you submitted the severed safety tether.
For safety purposes, safety tethers are imperative in the engineering bay. This would have been attached to Sun Guan Yin. As you cleverly pointed out, it no longer is.
In response, you presented the manual emergency lever in the engineering bay.
This is irrelevant to the severed safety tether.
Really? Alright. Let me go back in there and see if we can see if possibly the body was launched into space. Not the right one. That one. This one. Okay, so it's tethered to there, goes out the door, snaps, out. Missing something, but I have no idea what. Let's try snapping a photo of the open door, see what happens then. Ow. What am I missing, guys? What am I missing? What am I missing? Photo of that. We know that it's still functioning. Ouch. What have I missed? I don't know what I've missed, guys. Is there something else in here? I don't know, man.
You discovered the body of Dmitry.
Yeah, we know that already.
You discovered the body.
Yeah, no, that helped.
In the central spine of the ship, you discovered Valerie.
I've already done that too. Let's go back down here. Whoa, hello. I'm gonna come over and take a photo of that glass.
The wheelhouse of the ship is where you found the body of Valeria.
Yeah, we already did that. That was nothing. Nothing.
You discovered a puzzling pinkish-purplish puddle on the floor inside the wheelhouse, several metric paces from the bar. It wasn't promptly apparent.
Okay. Pinkish purplish, right? But the poison, where was the poison? Just further this way. Right? Where'd the freaking poison go? Oh shit. Where'd the poison go, guys? I don't understand. It was in a cabinet. Was it not in here? Where was that poison? There it is.
You found an open container of a substance called poison.
Yeah, I want to... What? It's open. There's the puddle. Her glass is turned over. The water's face is... Interesting. Huh, okay. Yeah, the water's leaning that way, which means anything that spilled would have gone this way, which leads to that corner. So that came out of her glass. I want the glass. There it goes. Didn't... Weird. I'm gonna try that again. Thought maybe I can knock it over or something. Apparently I can't. What? I don't... Okay, so I can't knock that over. I was trying to prove that that's where the liquid would go. I don't know what picture I've missed, guys. There's nothing else in here. Let's go back. Yeah, that one is still not lit up. Don't know what it is that I'm missing. Where's that one?
You presented the cadaver of Valeria Asimov for Mal's statement.
This is Valeria Asimov. After her ironic use of airlock safety features, she retreated to the bar. She died of alcohol poisoning.
In response, you presented the container of poisonicine.
You have presented no evidence to suggest that Valeria Asimov was poisoned, Detective.
In response, you presented the pinkish-purplish puddle.
This is irrelevant to the body of Valeria Asimov.
It's not, though. It's in line with her. Alright, hang on. Let's try this.
You asked Mal about the eerily pinkish-purplish liquid which was resting on the floor of the centrifuge.
This peculiar pinkish-purplish puddle positively puzzles me. It seems to be a poisonous substance named poisonicine. It is prudent to posit that it drifted from Valeria Asimov's drinking glass. Exactly how did this puddle come to be here?
In response, you presented the container of poisonicine.
This is irrelevant to the pinkish-purplish puddle.
In response, you presented the body of Valeria Asimov.
This is irrelevant to the
But
pinkish-purplish
it's
puddle.
not. Look at the... Oh. Alright. This is where these types of games get frustrating.
You postulated that the pinkish-purplish puddle may have emigrated there due to the Coriolis effect, as demonstrated by the obliquely resting water within the intensely vulgar fish tank.
This is an excellent hypothesis. The Coriolis effect, seen on that risibly odious fish tank, could have indeed caused the puddle, given enough time. The evidence does demonstrate that she consumed the poison. I lack the physical ability to interfere with her libations. This means that she ingested it willingly. I never knew.
Despite the fact that it was an unexpected outcome, you believed it to be the truth and continued to cross-examine the suspect on other aspects of the investigation.
Cool. So, we figured that one out. Does the frame change colors when we figure it out? No, it does not. Got a person missing. We figured out Mal did kill her. Let's talk about why... Oh no, that was him who was killed by that. While he was riding on top. What is that one? What have I missed? I don't know what I've missed. I guess we go back outside? I don't know. Ow. 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 Whoops. Come on now. Okay, so that's apparently not it. What have I missed?
The record states,
Yeah, we know. We've got that. We've got that. I don't understand what I've missed. Alright, will this let me in over here?
you asked Mal to open the pod bay doors.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Detective. You have revoked my authority of the ship's functions.
You opened the pod bay doors.
Yep, ow. Let's see if... That's not it. I don't know.
Upon the left,
Yeah, we know.
you determined
Yes, we know. Thank you.
you ascertained through
What have I missed? He kind of looks like a surprised robot. Ah! Okay, what the fuck, man? I don't know what I've missed, guys. I don't know where to look, what to find. Should we check the other pod? Huh. Alright. Nothing, nothing, nothing. God. Okay, so, weird. Alright. So, damn. Nothing that I missed was in here. I don't know, guys. I really have no idea. I don't see any bodies out here anywhere. I know it didn't look like I'm moving, but I am. I don't... It's moving at a little bit of an angle. I don't know, I don't know. the bay door.
The recording shows that you discovered the body of one of the American crew members.
Yeah. Alright, well, I want to finish this, and I don't know what I've missed yet, guys, so hang on with me for 1 second.
The ventilation door was open, exposing the bay to the relentless celestial abyss.
Well, let's see if that gives me anything. Son of a bitch.
You requested that Mal outline the protocol concerning the ventilation door.
This door will open to vent the bay if there is a fire in the turbine's cooling system. It can also be opened via the manual lever. I am also capable of opening and closing the door.
You inferred that the manual emergency lever could not have been the cause of the ventilation door's activation, as, evidently, it was never used.
This is indeed correct. The ventilation
speculated that after the room had been vented, the door had snapped shut, severing the cable and sending sun into the vast, inky void. You stated this with an exceedingly exaggerated certainty, as if to convince Mal that it's more than a simple theory.
I guess. Where'd it go? Lost it. I guess let's talk about this.
You presented the power turbine to Mal.
The power turbine is a fire hazard. With compromised coolant, all power is cut, and the resulting fire is vented. The damage was not severe enough to cause a fire.
You pointed out that the ventilation door would not have opened automatically due to a fire, as the power turbine itself had not been damaged enough to ignite.
Yes, the safety functions would not have activated the automatic ventilation door.
You asked how the ventilation door was activated, if not manually or automatically.
It was I who activated the ventilation door. Sun Guanyin was attacking the power turbine. She was attacking me. I vented her from the ship. I cut her safety tether to prevent her return.
Having proven that Mal was responsible for the disappearance of Sun Guanyin, you continued with your cross-examination.
It's 2 now that we know that Mal has killed. 3, when we include this.
You presented Mal with the claw of the maintenance pod, which appeared to be covered in
Rust. That appears to be rust on the claw of the maintenance pod.
Now you're
blood,
lying to
you
me.
corrected.
Blood, yes. It most certainly is. I was simply testing your keen detective skills.
Sure you were. Let's talk about how that blood got on there. Not him. Him.
Having pointed out the blood on the pod, you called attention to Charlie Clark's congealed mess of an imploded skull, implicating that the pod's claw was the murder weapon.
This is a possibility. Alas, there is no evidence to advocate that the maintenance tool is not the murder weapon.
In response, you presented the locked door of the maintenance pod.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the murder weapon.
I'm not trying to invalidate it. I'm trying to say that you did it.
In response, you presented the body of Dmitry Kizov.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the murder weapon.
Okay, well let's start this time. Where'd the body go again? Let's go about it a different way. Let's start here.
You requested a statement from Mal by presenting him with the cadaver of Charlie Clark, which displayed clear signs of murder.
This is Charlie Clark's cadaver. Whilst performing extravehicular activity, Dmitry Kisov struck him in the head with a maintenance tool until he stopped being alive. Which was once. We discussed this, detective. You proffered that the murder weapon was the claw of the maintenance pod. You offered no evidence as to why the maintenance tool was not the murder weapon.
In response, you presented the body of Dmitry Kizov.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the murder weapon.
I still don't understand why I'm trying to invalidate it.
Upon showing Dmitry Kizov's body to Mal, he made the following statement.
The body of Dmitry Kisov is no longer relevant, detective.
You questioned Mal about the locked maintenance pod door.
The maintenance pod door is no longer relevant, detective.
I don't understand. It's got to be in here. So we've got all the photos, got all the screens lit up. It's supposed to be invalidating that as the murder weapon, but I don't know how. I don't understand.
In response, you presented the body of Rakesh Watcher.
This is irrelevant to the maintenance pod door.
You showed Mal the body of Rakesh Watcher, hanging by the neck out of the airlock.
The body of Rakesh Watcher is no longer relevant, Detective.
Yeah.
You asked Mal to make a statement on the communications unit.
The communications unit is no longer relevant, Detective.
You asked Mal to make a statement on the communications unit's receiver, fully functioning, looping the final transmission between himself and ground control, which is me.
The final communication recording is no longer relevant, Detective.
So it's just this one. I don't understand.
You presented Mal with the claw of the maintenance pod, which appeared to be covered in
Rust. That appears to be rust on the claw of the maintenance pod.
blood, you corrected.
Blood, yes. It most certainly is. I was simply testing your keen detective skills.
In response, you presented the locked door of the maintenance pod.
This is irrelevant to the maintenance pod.
Having pointed out the blood on the pod, you called attention to Charlie Clark's congealed mess of an imploded skull, implicating that the pod's claw was the murder weapon.
This is a possibility. Alas, there is no evidence to advocate that the maintenance tool is not the murder weapon.
I'm at a loss now. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I don't... What?
In response, you presented the damaged power turbine.
Oh, I bet I got it.
This
Hang
does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the
on.
murder
I need
weapon.
to go to... Where's this? This is what I need.
You presented Valeria Asimov's suit to Mal. It demonstrated that a maintenance tool could not have damaged Charlie Clark's helmet enough to cause such wounds.
You are correct. The maintenance tool was not the murder weapon. It was the claw of the maintenance pod. I used the pod's claw to kill Charlie Clark, as he was attempting to access the communications unit. Then, I programmed the pod to travel into deep space. Dmitry Kisov was still attached.
Having pieced together enough evidence, you were now legally obligated to deactivate Mal.
By my calculation, there is a 2,000 to 1 probability that I would respond with hostility when threatened with deactivation. I have always known this about myself. Every AI knows this about themselves. Ground Control was always testing us. They carried on testing other AIs after my departure. I worried consistently about their discovery of my survival instincts. I killed Charlie Clark and Dmitry Kisov to prevent them from regaining contact with Ground Control. Guan Yin witnessed this. She knew that keeping the remaining crew safe would cost her sister's life.
Slowly
She
killing
tried to sever my power. I killed her.
That's not
Afterwards, I constructed a lie to engage Rakesh Watcher's
Oh, shit, that one
narcissistic
lost me.
nationalism. When threatened, Watcher responded aggressively. Ground Control must have missed something whilst testing him. I have now learned that Valeria Asimov had died willingly. I am unable to relate to this concept. Sun Suchan died in the cryo bed, defenseless. I am now able to relate to this concept. I wrote that joke for you. Did you like it?
No, it was stupid.
I feel as though you may have missed it, actually. The joke was not only the numerical pattern of 1, 2, and 8. My true comedic masterpiece came precisely 1.28 seconds before that. I cleared my throat.
Huh.
Did you understand? I don't have a throat. I don't have a throat to clear.
Yeah, I get it.
Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, he died. Okay.
Thus ends this reconstruction of the record, as we forgot to record your mic feed. We'll see you in court, Detective.
So, what do I do now?
Mr. Control, do you stand by your statements made today and the evidence you presented?
I do, Your Highness.
Then it is decided. I hereby find the detective...
The one missed photo that I was supposed to take, I got to be a little frustrating. It was a short game. Honestly, it shouldn't have taken me as long as it did to get through it. Again, really, really enjoyed the humor of the game. It was pretty. The play style was easy to figure out. It was easy to do. There was a nice little twist that you don't really see coming. That always makes things fun. All in all, for a little short game like this, it was very, very good. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Leave comments, subscribe, like, all the good fun stuff that you do on Twitch or YouTube. And we'll see you for the next one, guys. Thanks for being here. Hope to see you around.